Okay, this video is to show you how to do Newton's method on the graphing calculator, okay, and to get all the key presses in. The function we're going to use in this demonstration is 3x to the third minus 2x plus 4. To look at the graph of it, to make sure it has an x-intercept, it does, and it looks like it's just a little smaller than negative 1. So I think we're going to pick negative 1.2 as our x1. All right, so so the first thing, of course, you have to make sure is the function is in y1. So we have to make sure 3x to the third minus 2x plus 4 is in y1. So every time you type y1, it automatically generates the y value for your given x value. Okay, and then you want to go to the home screen, second quit, and then I'm going to clear the key press history. So we're going to start with negative 1.2. So I'm going to put negative 1.2, and I'm going to store that in for x. Okay, store, of course, is the button above the on, store button, and then we're going to put that in for x, and make sure you hit enter, and that tells that negative 1.2 is actually x. Okay, and then we're going to generate Newton's method. So how do we do this? Well, it's x1 minus the y value at x1 divided by the derivative of the function at x1. So this is how we do this. We just hit x, because that's negative 1.2, and we subtract y1. Now there's a couple ways of getting this. I think the easiest way with the newer firmware is to hit alpha and hit 4, F4 for yvar, and then just hit enter. Okay, so that's, if you look up here in the key press history, that's alpha, trace, enter, that's y1, divided by the derivative of y1. The derivative is math, I do believe it's math 8. You can scroll down and hit enter, or you can just hit 8. And that gives me the derivative. So, and then we just got to fill this in. This is d dx, of course. Now, what is this? This is y1. So we do alpha, trace, enter. And then here, you're going to type in x. We want at x equals x. We know x is negative 1.2. So that's what the one that it's going to use. And then hit enter. Okay. So again, to go over this, it's let's see where we're at here. It's x right here, x minus, hit alpha, trace, enter to get y1, divided by math 8 for the derivative, fill in x, and then the y1 is alpha, trace, enter. Okay, and then I right arrow to get into this, and then put x, and then hit enter, and so that's x2. So now this is what we call our first iteration of Newton's method. So now that negative 1.310 blah 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 is x2, so what we're going to do is we're going to just hit STO, and that takes the previous answer and store it into x, and hit enter. So now this is x. I'm going to show my clear my key press history. And then instead of retyping it, all you're going to do is just arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, arrow up until the Newton's method formula is highlighted. And then by hitting enter, it copies and pastes it, and then hit enter. And then we have this one. And this is going to be x, where are we? This is x3. So it's just up arrow 4 times basically, enter, enter. So now this is x3, so we store this in for x. And then you just keep repeating the process as long as you want to. And then we can arrow, 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 hit enter, and we just keep going on and on and on and on and on. Okay, and that would be x4. And that's basically using Newton's method on your graphing calculator. Okay. The other way of getting y1, let me clear this, clear. Of course, I showed you alpha trace that brings up this menu, and you can hit enter. The other way is to hit vars, go to yvars, and then hit enter for function, and then all the functions are there. This is useful when you don't have the newer firmware, because the newer firmware is what brings up these little pop-up menus. So vars, right arrow, enter, enter brings it up. And that's the end of this video. Thank you very much.